Good morning. It's a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning, and I feel completely and utterly hopeless. I had an interview this morning. I just finished it. I think that everything that could have went wrong did go wrong. I get in the car. I was already running too late for my comfort because I was going to get there 3 minutes before my interview. And then halfway through the drive, I looked up and I realized I was going to the wrong location. And the real one, the location I was supposed to interview at, was 18 minutes away. So I'm in the car trying to dictate a message to the person interviewing me while also fighting off a panic attack. I finally get there. I run inside. The interview goes bad. It went very bad. I think that she hated me. I think that everybody hates me when I first talk to them, but I really think this girl hated me. She smelled like this. That's the smile that you give someone when you hate them. When she asked me if I had experience in a high-stress environment, I said yes. I worked at a summer theater camp and I helped the kids backstage. She went, well, okay, well that's different. I'm not getting this job. She asked me if I was an organized person, and I did. I straight up lied. To her face. I said, yes, I'm an organized person. Yes, I love to clean. I'll clean if I'm getting paid. If you're paying me, I'll become the most organized person you've ever seen. Also, it doesn't help, but my neck is green because I fell asleep in a necklace. I think that it would have gone better if I had just gone in there and gone, please, I want a job so bad. Please hire me. Also, at the end, she asked me, do you have any questions for me? Of course I didn't. Of course I didn't have any questions for her, but I had to say something to show I was listening. So I asked her, I went, and I literally went, when you do the scraping on the, do you use sprays? My question for her after all of that was, do you use sprays? Do you use sprays? And I went, I should get out of here. Imagine that you're a hiring manager at a smoothie bowl chain, and you just got done interviewing this girl, and she sucked, and she was so weird. 15 minutes late, she was nervous, she was all over the place, she doesn't have any experience in food, she just worked backstage at children's theater. Then, you go to take your break, and she's sitting in her car, vlogging. So I need to get out of here. I was also hoping that they would offer me a free smoothie bowl, because I was hungry. They didn't. You know what would make this all better? Paris Baguette. There's not a Paris Baguette near here. In fact, I think the closest Paris Baguette is like 30 minutes away. I think I have $5. But maybe that's enough for a croissant? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna drive 30 minutes to get a croissant from Paris Baguette. I forgot I have $30 from my most recent Depop order. We're feasting at Paris Baguette today to make me feel better about being a failure. I'm here. I've never really been to this shopping center before. Maybe afterwards I'll walk around, go to Talbot's, see if Talbot's is hiring. We're going into Paris Baguette. I it's editing me. Ignore my pimples and the nail polish under my eye. I can't get it off, and I'm too afraid to bring acetone up there. So I lost the footage of me saying so, but I basically decided not to get a croissant and instead get a birthday present for my grandma, because my grandma goes feral for Paris Baguette, and her birthday was coming up. So I got my grandma a little box of souvenir chocolates, and I decided that my next stop was Walgreens to get her a card. It's getting hot, and I don't want the Paris Baguette souvenir gift chocolates to melt, so I'm gonna go to Walgreens to get my grandma a card. We're at Walgreens looking for a 16th birthday card for my grandma. I thought it would be funny to get my grandma like a 16th birthday card, because we're always making the joke that she's 16 because she never tells anyone her actual age. I might be the first person that's ever said that sentence. Then I think after Walgreens, I'm gonna drop off some packages, because if I make today a productive day, I'll feel good about today instead of feeling bad about today because I bombed that interview earlier. I thought this was a card for bisexual people, but it's just birthday. Done. Accidentally wrote, "Thank you so much, Fori." Fishy. If my harrowing job interview story made you feel really sad for me, you can follow me on Depop, and then you can give me money. Isn't that awesome? My dog can't tell me when he wants to be walked, but there will be signs. Jesus Christ. He likes to run. There. Is that good enough for you? We're playing a new game today. It's called Leave the House the First Time with Everything That You Need. Packages are dropped off. Every time I go to the post office, I feel like I always see the same guy walking in. There could be a number of reasons why. Number one, he's stalking me. Number two, he's just always at the post office. Number three, I'm face blind to old white guys, and it's a different white guy every time. I'm gonna go get gas, and then I think I'm gonna pop by my local library. Now, we are at the place that I always go to waste my time when wasting it at home makes me feel like a failure. The public library. My favorite thing about the public library is that my library has a little store where you can buy like people's used books and media for really cheap prices, like 25 cents. I love looking through their CDs because my car has a CD player, and I love buying the most random CDs I can find and then going into my car and playing them. Last week I stumbled upon a gold mine of a CD. This is Nathan Lee Jackson. He's an aspiring country artist. I don't know if this guy is like actually a country star. If you listen to country music, let me know if you know Nathan Lee Jackson, but I ain't never heard of this guy. But just look at the cover of this. It's beautiful. And I don't like country music, but Nathan Lee Jackson just has a voice that carries me away. Unfortunately though, this morning while I was running super late and trying to get to the right location for my job interview, I did have Nathan Lee Jackson playing because I forgot to take it out. I was rushing to the place I was being interviewed, trying not to have a panic attack, and meanwhile Nathan Lee Jackson was sweetly serenading me with his country tunes. I can't wait to look at the miniature store today and see what CDs they have. Library Hall. My friend is coming over for a sleepover on Friday, so I checked out 2 games that we could play. Got this one for the Nintendo Switch, and then for the Wii, I got Monster High, New Ghoul in School. So that'll be really fun. I also got a K-pop Demon Hunters CD, but that's in my car. Now we move on to the things that I got in the little store. For 50 cents, I found this book of old Hollywood color portraits. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I like them. My favorite one is this. Also, the original owner wrote his name and the date, which was September 1st, 1987, on the inside cover. So thank you to Peter for donating this to the library. I also got some magazines that I'm planning to destroy. Sorry, Anne Hathaway, because I like to make little magazine collages. This is one that I did in the past. I don't know why I like making these or what I'm going to use them for, but they help distract me from the fact that I'm unemployed. Now I get to the CDs that I bought. I think that they just restocked the shop because there are a lot of good CDs. 16 of them today, meaning that my CD collection is rapidly expanding. I really like to get a lot of different types of CDs because a lot of my friends have really different music tastes, so I like to be able to cater to everyone. Here are some examples of some CDs that I got today. I got a Madonna CD. I found 2 Paul McCartney CDs. I found the soundtrack to Pretty Woman, and I also found When Harry Met Sally and The Notebook. Here's a Snoop Dogg CD. Here's American Idol's Jordan Sparks. And here's a CD of Chanting Monks. I'm very excited for this one. Hi, it's me again. I didn't get to film an outro because disaster struck my household on that day because my brother found out that 6 of their most expensive and popular video games were stolen from their case, or I'm sorry, went missing from their case during video game club. And the school didn't do anything about it, even though we're pretty sure that we know exactly who did it. So that's hundreds of dollars worth of theft that some middle schooler is getting away with. So if you're that kid and you're watching this right now, I'm coming for you. I am not afraid to start beef with a 13-year-old. At least give us back the Switch edition of Minecraft and Pokemon Legends ZA. Otherwise, you will have beef with a soon-to-be famous YouTuber. But if you're not that kid, I hope you have a great day. And I wish you the success in finding employment that I could not have. Okay, bye.